Okay, I am live and I'm watching my audio. And my audio is going up and down, maybe. It's not seem to be going very high. And I'm an audio guy, so I drive truck. And so I desperately want to make sure people can listen to this. And I'm not sure what to do. So, can you guys hear me? Is my question. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Okay. I might plug in my other ones. Whew. Sometimes live streams do not go well. Let me check my phone, actually, and see if I'm getting any feedback from my phone. Hello, testing, 1, 2, 3. Just gonna move over here so I can maybe get a better access to the internet. Go. My internet. Let's see if that's happening. Okay, do I have anybody? We got one person watching. Can you hear me? Okay, watching. Here we go. Okay, watching. Oh, there we go. Okay, we are live. Okay, good. Okay, you can hear me. Okay, so this is Crockett 36. This is No Limits House Rules. I'm trying a laptop this time. It's a kind of a finicky laptop, but we'll see how it goes. So I just did America's Turn, and we're going to see if I can do this. So here we have the battle for Alexandria. Huge fight here. Here's Egypt and also some troops from Ethiopia. And I've changed it a little bit, Schultze. So because I realize I missed the chats. If you're ever playing a YouTube Wars, you got to keep aware of the chats because this is where corrections happen. Almost every time someone's making a mistake, usually it's me. So that's why I like to do live streams so that No Limit can go, wait a minute. So the mistake was that in the chats, we realized that Tobruk was bringing a non-combat. He was air transporting 2 infantry into Alexandria. He couldn't do that. You have to land, obviously, unless you're going to do paratrooping, which you have to buy and purchase ahead of time. Okay? And those attack at a 2. But he didn't buy them ahead of time. Schultze didn't. And so what we have here is that he had to land his bomber, 2 men in Tobruk. That leaves 3 infantry, a mech, and an artillery, and 4 Germans and a bomber in Alexandria. And for the British, we can bring in 4 guys from Cairo. And then in addition to that, we can bring in 2 from Ethiopia on transport and a tank. Actually, it's 1 man and 1 tank on a transport and 1 man on a destroyer, which is right here. Okay, so that means we are going to do the 93 attack, which is over here. I'm going to bring the cruiser into that, the destroyer in 92, and the fighter from Gibraltar. Okay, and that'll be my attacks. This is what I'm producing, just to remind everyone. Producing an artillery, a man in a plane in South Africa, and of course still have to do non-combat. And then in London, I'll be producing a ship, 2 ships, sub and a destroyer. I'm a small boat kind of guy, and an infantry. Okay. All right, I think that's it. And so I think we'll start rolling dice. Let me see if I can attach this in such a way as it is helpful to us. This computer is very finicky and will shut off. So I have to be very careful. So here's my wonderful battle. Okay. Got some very inexpensive felt battle boards to drop dice into. So my daughter got those for me for my birthday, so I will use it. Okay, so this is the Allied Attack. Let's see if you can see it. Right here. This is in the way. Make sure I'm not getting any messages. The infantry is on one of the DDs in C Zone 4. C Zone 4. Where is C Zone 4? Okay. Oh, you're right. You're right. Thank you for that. So that infantry would actually have to move forward with that destroyer, which I do not want to do. Wow, okay. So that makes the destroyer a little more valuable, doesn't it? Whoopers. Huh. Okay, I am going to block with a cruiser instead, I think. I don't know how wise that is, but no, actually, I'm going to leave that there. I'm just going to put the destroyer and the infantry forward. Thank you, Schultze. Okay, I just did the American turn, and I'm doing a no free lunch in the North Pacific. So I think we're caught up. I'm getting no comments in the stream, so I am ready to go to combat. So Schultze, you did have an issue with losing the German bomber. So if you want to speak, now would be the good time to. Let me just text Schultze. I was trying to do this. I like doing stuff live. It's a lot of fun. Order, I'm going to ask him order of loss. We had a huge battle. Lost, not lost. Okay, so I'm going to do the 93 first, but I've got to do some other stuff. This is right here is downed pilots. So in this version, pilots survive, I believe, on a roll of. So I had some pilots that went down in 96, one, and I had some pilots go down in 97. So I'm going to do them separately. I know it's 1 to 3 in certain circumstances, and 1 and 2 in others. So I still have Malta. So this, I think, is definitely qualifies as friendly. So let's see if he survives and I get a cheap airplane. That's a 2. So that is definitely an airplane that can be bought cheaply. I'm going to put that right up in London, up in Scotland, actually. And then these 2, I think, have to have a 1 or a 2 because there's no friendly zone to land in. Could be wrong about that, but I think that's the way it goes. I'm going to roll these. And I got a 1 to 3. Wow. So I am not 100% sure about that. I'm definitely saying the 1 goes in Scotland. That's definitely a 1. Now 3 I'm going to put in the water. Okay. So that could be potentially 2 or 3 pilots that the airplanes cost 7 instead of, one of them was a diver, actually. I'm not sure that makes a difference. Okay. So he says Italian infantry, Arty, mech, tank, German infantry, bomber. Okay, so order of loss there is Italian infantry, then Arty, then mech, then tank, German infantry, and then bomber. All right, let's go to the big one. Okay, so I'm going to roll 4 infantry at ones, and then this is only going to be 4. I'm not sure why I have all those extra dice. And then that goes here, and then these 2 are the tank and the fighter, and then these 2 are the bomber and mosquito attack bomber. Okay. All right. I see a lot of risk dice. Oh boy. Okay. So blacks are 1s. This is 2, so that's a hit. 2 is almost always going to be a hit, and it's a hit this time with a 3. So I got 1, 2 hits. And then I got a 3rd hit. And that is it. Not great. 3 hits. Okay. This might be a retreat. I was just reading about this massive campaign in France, or listening to a podcast called Time Ghost History. Very good. So, actually, all the plane pilots survived. Oh, good, because they were in friendly season. Good. They all survived. Good. 3 cheap planes. That's good news, because that first roll was not good news. Okay, so he wanted first the Italian infantry. 1, 2, 3. Go over the line. That's it. Okay, let's pull all those bad boys out. All right, and I'm going to throw all these together. I like the cap. Larry has a cap that you throw. Here we go. Ho, ho, ho. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so let's see. So we got 5. That's 4 British casualties right off the bat, and 1 man. So we are now 1, 2. Oh no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8 versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, I'm going to press and see what happens. Okay, so I'm going to take 3 green dice, put them over here. And I'm going to take all the black dice and 1 of the whites and put them over here. And again, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, that should be 8, right? These guys are gone. 1, that's 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That should be 1 more, which means 1 more green one, I guess. That's weird. Did I have enough green ones last time? Let's see. So I took away 3. This is why you do it live stream, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we had 7. I am going to, oh, there's 1 in the box. Sorry, there's 1 in the box. That's what happened. There's 1 in the box. So I did not do it wrong. Okay, so 3 taken away, 6 left, plus the 2. Okay, good. All right, so I'm going to throw these 3 2s, and then 2 3s, and 2 bombers. I'm going to look at my chat first, real quick. Schultze, your cruiser is out of the battle now. Yes, it is out of the battle. It's oh, I didn't throw for the cruiser. I put the cruiser. I adjusted things and actually did an attack on 93. So I'm actually moving the cruiser, destroyer, and Gibraltar fighter into 93. Okay, so here we go. That's mine, and I'm going to put that in. Okay, so the 2s. Oh, this is a good one, actually. 1, 2, that's the 2s. And then for the reds, they all hits. And finally, so I got 5 hits that time. So that was good. So what do we have? We have Artie, mech, tank, infantry. Okay, so 1, 2, and then that's 5 right there. So right now he has 3 left. I'll put these aside. And then he gets to throw. Okay. Okay. 2. Can you see it? 2. Where's the other one? 2. Right there. 2. Okay, so we hit 2. Okay, so all right. I will take off man and artillery. He loses his. Okay, so now we're down to 4 versus 3. That's better odds for me. Okay, and I'm taking off all the greens except I'm taking off 5 greens. Okay. And over here, I'm taking off all the 2 whites. 2 whites. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, here we go. Any read your cruisers out of the, yeah, okay, here we go. And that is 1, 2, 3 hits. So you're dead. Okay, now how deep of a wound are you going to cause in me? Oh, wow. Okay. That is unlucky. Okay. So, all right. So, oh, that was the fighter for those down pilots. Okay. So this is a loss. I pick up Alexandria. I take it with one artillery and one tank. And the planes I'm going to land in just a minute. Whew, that was a bad first roll. Thought you had me on the rocks there. Okay, so then this is a tough one. So I do have the advantage of a fighter, but each of us gets, you get that. And then, no, I'm sorry. You get this for your destroyer, cruiser. I'm going to take this as my destroyer. And I'll take this. Actually, I'm going to take two reds. The two reds will be the 2 3s, cruiser and fighter. Okay, here we go. This is the C-Zone 93. Okay, so you definitely got one hit. My green missed. One of my reds. So we both got one hit. All right. So I would assume we both want to take destroyers off. And I will take my destroyer off, right? Yes. Okay, so that means you have your 3 left, and I've got a 3 left, and I've got a plane left. Yeah, we're all throwing 3s. All right, here we go. Yay! We offended. All right, here we go. Oh, that was a nothing. That was a nothing burger. I guess the fog rolled in. Here we go. And that was 1 and 1. It's just bloody. Just bloody. Okay. So initially I want to think I take the cruiser off. I think I want to take the cruiser off. Oh, wait. No. Okay, I can't auto kill the transport. That's a rule in this game. I'm gonna keep the cruiser so I can take down one of his aircraft. I'm gonna lose the fighter. All right, and now I have to roll a 3 or less, or his transport escapes. Okay, and I hit, so his transport does escape. So, tough round for the Italians. Okay, so now I'm going to put this up here, and I'm going to use both hands to sort of make this happen. And I'll see if I can get the angle right. And hopefully this computer does not shut off in the middle of everything, because that would suck. So I'm going to try not to touch the computer too much until the very end, because it does do that. Take cruiser out. No Limit says take the cruiser out. All right, No Limit. You're a tough taskmaster. Fine. I like my cruisers because it would have been in position to convoy right away. And then he would have had to attack it, I think. And you're hoping for a 50-50 loss of a thing. So that's my reasoning. Anyways, so 106 up here. I'm going to try it. Okay, 106. Maybe I will go with this. Okay, 106. Little dizzy here. Just going to grab these 2, and I'm going to head down to 1, 2, 3, and drop them off in the British Guiana. I'm going to put a marker there so I remember this, because a lot of times these boards are beautiful, but a lot of times they meld in. Is this not pointed right? Aha. I'm setting up my War Room game because I want to restart my War Room channel. I don't know if you guys know it, but there's a $400,000 Kickstarter. It was started off with $100,000 and it just ended at $400,000. If you keep the plane, you can use it next turn he would destroy the cruiser. Anyway, yeah, I know. But potential of paring down the Luftwaffe. Okay, so Gibraltar fighter, I think, has to go. Can't see my fingers. Oh, there it is. Gibraltar fighter has to go Gibraltar, I think. So now, destroyer is going to come into 92. The sub is going to come into 92 as well. Actually, the sub is going to go to 105. I'm kind of into these little convoy areas right now, and I'm trying to see what kind of a difference it makes to do the little convoys. Plus, it's a pain in the butt. And, so, yeah, I'm into that kind of stuff. All right. I am going to return things to Malta if I can. 1, 2. Yeah, Malta, because that'll give me a nice access to the full med and real dominance over the med. I think that's where I want to go. I don't have to help Russia right now, and I can get them back to Gibraltar and then UK if I have to. This transport's going to run away just for fun and wisdom. And then these three guys, if I can see my hand, you guys can see me. Okay, so this moves with the railway. It moves two guys move 2 spaces. So 1, 2, I'm sorry, 2 guys move 3 spaces. So move this guy's up here, and then of course the mech can go to Congo. Ethiopia goes to Sudan, and then the mech can go into Egypt, and then the Anglo-Egyptian guy can go into Egypt as well. Okay, let me just look, see if there's any new messages. Sergeant Schultz, good battle in Alexandria. Yeah, I was flummoxed a little bit because I'm sorry I missed that thingamabobber, the chat message. I got to keep up with that better. So I'm going to place 1 guy in UK, and I did successfully get 3 pilots. So I'm going to put a blocker in 110, the destroyer blocker, and then sub's going to go into 109, and I think I'm ready for the recap. And then these 3 guys go down here. You know, I'm going to put the fighter actually up in London too. Okay, so here we go. Recap. That was an intense battle. Rolling 3 dice out of all this. First round, that was tense. That's what's so fun about rolling dice, and I know you guys are on the other end. It's just so much more intense. So transport in 106, down in 188 is a transport, and a man in a infantry in British Guiana. Let's see what he had to say. Schultze should have put more Luftwaffe in Alexandria. Surprised he didn't. Yeah. Okay, so Gibraltar has a fighter and a infantry. 92 has a destroyer. 105 has a convoy sub. 110 has a destroyer blocker. 109 has a sub. Oh, the mech went back to London. We have a lot in London. It looks like 4, 5 anti-aircraft, a fighter, that could be, and a mech, and a tank, and a fighter. Did I say that already? I think this is 5. This is 4, 5, and then there's one more, 6. So I'm going to just peel this out here. 2, 3, 4. And one of the infantry is put on a red chip. Make it easier to see. Where did the guy go? Right there. Okay, so 6 guys in London. Okay, so then Malta's pretty boss. It's got a bomber, mosquito fighter, anti-aircraft. Why is there a tank there? Nope, no tank there. And an infantry. Alexandria has artillery and a tank, transport and destroyer in 98. Cairo has a mech and an infantry. Anglo-Egyptian Sudan has 2 infantry and an artillery. Okay. Do not put me in charge of this sonogram or whatever it is what pregnant women do. Belgian Congo has a mech, and then South Africa has an artillery and a man. I believe I don't collect any more money, and I don't collect any less. So I think that would be 34. I didn't save anything, I don't think. So that's it. That's UK. I'm going to check the chats and sign out, and I'm going to get back to War Room. Trying to revive my channel. You didn't need all that. Okay, so there we go. Super duper, guys, having fun. This is a blast. Love playing the game. But I am about to sign out. So got a trip to got a trip to Pennsylvania this weekend to see family and see some fireworks. So that's Friday-ish, maybe Saturday and Sunday, possibly return on Monday. So possibly could get to return on Monday night if it works out well. So, all right, guys, I think that's it. Was there anything from the American tournament? I thought there was one thing. The chip. Thanks, Schultz, for telling me that. I left the infantry on the destroyer in C Zone 5. All right, guys. Thanks for watching, and Crack 36 out.